When we gather to welcome the new CEO, my coworker leans over and whispers, apparently, the new boss has an incredible figure. Wonder if she is as sweet as she looks. I am about to reply. Then I see her step out of the elevator, commanding the center like royalty. How is it her? Oh God, why is my life like this? The woman who just dropped in as our new CEO was the ex-girlfriend I walked away from 4 years ago. She walks straight into the executive office. The three of us exchange a glance, then resign ourselves and follow her in. Serena is tall, effortlessly cool, and carries herself like untouchable royalty. Only I know this woman has a side no one else has ever seen. I am Serena Shu. Effective today, I am taking over as executive president of Chen & Group. One rule, do not act on your own. Understood, Miss Serena. Introductions. You first. Of course. I am Jordan Chen. My role covers the president's full schedule, including travel. Miss Serena, I am Frank. Half an hour later, the three of us file out of the executive office. I am completely out of it. Jay calls my name several times before I snap back. Jordan. Jordan, been calling you forever. What are you thinking about? Jordan, you okay? Fine. What were you guys saying? We were saying Miss Serena is gorgeous with that figure. It is a crime she's not modeling. And her face perfect from every single angle. Wonder if she is secretly all clingy and sweet in private. Annoyingly clingy. Jordan, what did you just say? Nothing. Did not catch that. Right. Meanwhile, in the executive office, Serena's phone buzzes. She answers. Serena, you are back in the country. And can I not be? No one said you could not. But why? Chen Anan. Do you know Jordan is also at Chen Group? Do not bring that up. I do not know anyone by that name. Playing tough. Do not know him. Then explain the violet and little lamb tattoo on your shoulder. I do not owe you an explanation. Drop it. I am at work. She ends the call. The violet was Jordan's favorite flower. The little lamb because Jordan is in Aries. Back in the office, I slump over my desk staring at nothing. Serena, it has been so long. 4 years. He must be seeing someone by now. No, probably already married. Jordan, what is wrong? Jay, what? What happened? Nothing. Just stayed up late. Feeling off. What did you need? Just now. HR sent a notice. No suitable assistant available right now. So, they want one of us to fill in temporarily. Comes with a pay raise. Who's going? Not me. You two go. I am not exactly hurting for cash. Frank actually needs it though. He and his girlfriend are looking at buying a place. But Jordan, out of the three of us, you are the most qualified. The last president basically treated you as half an assistant already. Miss Serena seems kind of intense. I am scared. The woman coming down the stairs freezes mid-step. Intense. Jordan is scared of me. Seriously? Miss Serena seems a little cold, sure, but not intense. And she is really beautiful. Wonder how her boyfriend keeps it together. Looking at that perfect face from every angle every single day. Jordan, you okay? What happened? Boyfriend? More like husband? She already had a fiancé 4 years ago. No way. She is still unmarried and I saw it myself. She smiles for him. Frank suddenly rushes over and claps a hand over his mouth. Jordan, look what HR sent us. Miss Serena went to Juan University, too. Finance department, though. She is clearly campus queen material. You sure you do not know her? You just called her campus queen. My face is completely average. No way someone like me would ever cross paths with someone like that. Never cross paths. You have already been there and back and you still say that. Jordan, where exactly did you get the idea that your face is average? We are only halfway through the month and we have already handled so many lunch deliveries from your admirers. Is that not great? You two get free lunch? Oh, thank you so much. You are welcome. A moment later, everyone stands at once, staring at the woman by the stairwell. My stomach drops. What is she doing here? How long has she been standing there? Miss Serena, what brings you down personally? You could always just buzz us on the intercom if you need anything. I came to check on the assistant's office. Serena scans the room. Her expression softens slightly. HR should have already notified you. I need a temporary assistant. I have reviewed all 3 of your resumes and work records for the past 2 years. J, your role involves a lot of client-facing work. Coordinate with Jordan. Aside from scheduling, take over the rest of his current workload. Starting tomorrow, Jordan will serve as acting executive assistant. J nods. Frank has no objection either. Miss Serena, I am not the right fit for this role. Jay has worked alongside the executive assistant far more than I have. He is much better suited. Are you the president or am I? Serena gives me a long look, then turns and steps into the elevator. Unbelievable. The audacity. I do not want this. Oh God, someone save me. Jordan, why do you look like you are heading to your execution? Being executive assistant is great. Great benefits. It is a promotion and you are still unhappy. Unhappy. Do not want it. J. Frank, help me think of something. She is the president. What can we possibly do? Relax. Miss Serena cannot be harder than the last one. You are going up there to live easy. An hour later, I head up to the executive office. She already knows there is no future between them. But hearing his cold voice still stings. I pull myself together, put on a professional smile, and push the door open. Serena sits at the desk, slender fingers moving across the keyboard, never once looking up. From the moment I stood outside the glass door, she already caught that silhouette, one she will never forget. Miss Serena, I have never done assistant work. I feel unhappy with the reassignment. No, I just feel uneasy. And what position are you speaking from exactly? My smile freezes. Right. What position am I speaking from? She is my boss now. Do not want the job. Go submit your resignation to HR. So cold, so distant, like we are complete strangers. Resign? Why would I resign? I worked my way up from $600 a month as an intern to $1,800 plus a $6,000 year-end bonus. Why on earth would I quit? Miss Serena, I have one question. Will my salary be adjusted due to the role change? Your current monthly salary? $1,800. I hold my best workhorse smile steady. Her fingers tap the desk slowly. $1,800, that is a bit high. My smile nearly cracks. Miss Serena, what exactly do you mean? I believe Chen's internal transfer policy includes a 1-month probationary period for reassignments. If it is probationary, then the salary should follow the probationary rate. Now I understand. She is saying that once I become her executive assistant, my pay drops to the probationary rate. I am so furious I almost laugh. Miss Serena, what is the probationary rate for the executive assistant role? Serena presses the intercom on her desk. What is the executive assistant probationary salary? $1,200, good. She hangs up. Her voice is ice cold, not a trace of warmth. You heard that. Any more questions, Jordan? I unclip my badge. No more questions. I quit. As I turn to leave, I catch her voice effortlessly calm. If I am reading this right, your contract was renewed last year. The executive assistant role involves access to the majority of the company's core data. Standard resignation requires 30 days notice and full cooperation with the legal department's handover review. Failure to comply is a breach of contract requiring compensation equal to 24 months of salary. Based on your current rate, that comes to $43,200. In light of your 4 years of hard work, let us round it down to $43,000 even. Transfer it to the company account before you leave. Compensation. The contract has no such clause. Should I also bow 90 degrees to thank you for knocking off $2,000? Other employees do not have this clause. You do. Understood. This is deliberate. She is deliberately making my life difficult. A company extorting its own employees. I can file a report. Serena stands up like nothing happened. Go ahead. I turn and walk out. The industry is small. Hope you are ready for a career change. I bite back every last word until I cannot. Serena, you push me to this. And so what? Beg me and I might consider approving your resignation. I am not begging for anything. I do not even want my badge back. I yank the glass door open and storm into the assistant office next door. The moment that door shuts, I cannot hold it in anymore. I let you go 4 years ago. What more do you want from me? Once I get it out, I open my laptop, type up my resignation, and send it to the HR director. In under a minute, Serena already knows. Denied. The HR director calls me. Jordan, you are resigning. Is the new compensation package not working for you? Jordan, you have been here 4 years. You are outstanding. I know $2,600 a month is a little low for an executive assistant, but the quarterly and year-end bonuses are not small. I am completely lost. Director, what do you mean? Did you not check your email? Miss Serena raised the salaries for everyone in the assistant office. 800 total increase. I quickly opened the unread email from 5 minutes ago. It clearly states my salary adjustment is effective this month. So, Serena never cut my pay. Jordan, I am listening. This is Miss Serena's doing. Yes, 2 hours ago when Miss Serena mentioned the reassignment, she brought up the raise at the same time. I coordinated with the finance director before sending everyone the email. I hang up still feeling like I am dreaming. 2 hours ago. That was before she even came down to the assistant's office. Then why did she give me such a hard time just now? Well, as executive assistant, my hours follow hers. When the boss clocks out, we workhorse assistants finally get to clock out, too. The pinned group chat pings. Oh, thank God. Miss Serena is an absolute saint. Finally, no more overtime. Compared to Miss Serena, the last boss was a total slave driver. Jordan, why so quiet? Too busy being executive assistant. I glance at the new work group that appeared in my list. It is just the 3 of us and Serena. She sent a message not long ago. The message says, unless there are special circumstances, no overtime required. Jay and Frank have both replied. Only I have not. I am not busy. Just missed it. Honestly, I do not want to reply to her group message. I literally just submitted my resignation. There is no way she does not know. Whatever. I will just be the workhorse and do my job. She can be the boss. I pull myself together and head down the stairs to the assistant's office. The moment Serena catches my shadow passing by, she stands up and grabs her phone and keys. When the elevator opens, the 3 of us standing outside see Serena already inside. Lucky or unlucky? Hard to say. You all not taking the elevator? Jay snaps back to reality and drags us both in. Frank notices I seem off. Jordan, you okay? The woman standing beside us has a flicker of concern in her eyes. I shake my head. Nothing. Probably just did not sleep well. Do not worry about me. Out of the elevator, Jay and Frank start teasing me. Jordan, with your salary and bonuses, you must be pulling in $300,000 to $400,000 a year, and you still cannot let go of that little hatchback. Jay twirls his keys. There is a massive subsidy on new cars right now. Company chips in another 20% on top of that. Saves you a lot. Just upgrade already. I laugh and pull out my own keys. My car is perfectly fine. Why would I upgrade? I have other uses for my money. We are off early for once. Come eat with us. Barbecue, hot pot, Japanese, your pick. Pass. I just moved into a new place. Still getting used to it. Need to head back early. I dare not mention the dog at home. Too risky if someone overhears. Once the place is settled, you all come over for hot pot. Serena has been standing behind us the whole time. Only once we all get into our cars does Sunny pull the white Phantom up in front of her. She takes out her phone and makes a call. Find out where Jordan just rented his new place. On the other end, Haley lets out a laugh. Thought you did not care. Serena stays quiet for a long moment. Sure thing, Miss Serena. Give me 10 minutes. Serena hangs up, satisfied. Rush hour traffic is backed up everywhere. My little electric scooter weaves through the gridlock like a pro. Sonny watches from the driver's seat and cannot help himself. Who even buys these things? Looks cute enough, but the second one catches fire, all you have left is the frame. For once, Serena actually responds. So, they are not safe. With respect, Miss Serena, how safe can a car in that price range really be? Even airbags are a premium add-on if you just ram into one. Miss Serena, what did you just say? I said ram into it. Sonny squeezes his eyes shut and floors the gas, slamming straight into the electric scooter ahead. Serena barely flinches. Not even a sway, but the scooter ahead jolts hard. Could you not have been gentler? What if someone gets hurt? I am being wrongly blamed, Miss Serena. I genuinely was not going that fast. I barely touched the gas. In an instant, the scooter is hit. Passers-by suddenly look jealous of the person who got rear-ended. Meanwhile, I am completely dazed. I only recently started driving. Still not totally confident behind the wheel. Most of the time I am the one bumping into others. And now someone hit me. I glance in the rearview mirror. A Rolls-Royce. Oh my God. Please tell me I do not have to pay for this. This is over. Are my good days finished? The universe is out to get me. Thinking this, I frantically check my bank balance. 5,830 should be enough. That is literally everything I have. Not a single cent more. Then someone knocks on my window. My whole body tenses. I can actually hear my own heartbeat. I take a deep breath and roll the window down. There is an ordinary-looking middle-aged man smiling awkwardly at me. Sorry. My brakes did not catch in time. Would you mind stepping out to check the damage? Full liability is on us with an attitude like that. Staying in the car does not seem right. All right. I unbuckle and follow him to the back. I see the crumpled front end of a Rolls-Royce and my vision goes dark twice. I can already picture my bleak future. So, you are really taking full liability. I do not have to pay anything. That is right. Whatever works for you. Inside the car, Serena thinks he better be paying for a brand new car. Could you not read the room? Do not put me through this. I run my hand over the scraped paint on my rear bumper. My heart bleeds, but I stay polite. No need. You clearly have it worse. No compensation necessary. I will sort my own car out. At that moment, Serena steps out of the car. Sunny snaps to attention. Miss Serena, this gentleman says no compensation needed. Serena shoots him a sharp look. Sunny goes quiet instantly, then turns to me. I am so sorry. My driver was going too fast. We will cover everything. Sunny's eyes go wide. My fault? Was it not you who told me to ram into him? How does this suddenly land on me? Where is the justice? I hear that familiar voice and freeze, then stare in disbelief. Miss Serena. Serena gives a cool, detached hum, then speaks. You can either expense a new car yourself or the company buys it for you. Your pick. No replacement necessary. It is fine, Miss Serena. Serena is quiet for a few seconds. Come to my office tomorrow morning. Getting Jordan to buy a new car. Knowing him, he would probably buy the exact same one. Miss Serena, really no compensation needed, just a little paint scrape. This car is still very practical. Serena lets out a soft scoff and repeats the word practical. I have no idea what she is getting at. And that is not wrong. This car is exactly what I need before I can finish speaking. Serena's next move stops me cold. Hey, what are you doing? I watch Serena get back into the car and start reversing. I immediately understand what she is doing. I throw myself in front of the car and shout, Serena, have you lost your mind? Stop the car. This guy is bold, actually calling Miss Serena by her name. The window rolls down. Serena leans out. Sunny, pull him away. Sunny does not dare disobey. Sorry about this. Then there is a crash. I stand there, jaw dropped, staring at my scooter tipped on its side. I break free from Sunny and confront her. Serena, what is wrong with you? Why would you just smash my car for no reason? Serena does not even glance at the battered Phantom. Only Sunny is silently grieving beside it. A global limited edition. Rich people are something else. This is a Rolls-Royce Phantom. And she just rams it without a second thought. Serena steps out and walks over to me. Come to my office tomorrow and get the car keys. I ignore everything she says and call the insurance company instead. Seeing that I am not leaving, Serena leans against the wrecked hood, looking like she is prepared to wait me out all night. Sunny carefully approaches her. Miss Serena, should we call insurance? Call insurance, please. I can more than afford one little car. Sunny stares at the wreck she is sitting on. And your car, Miss Serena? Serena watches me on the phone by the roadside. Fix it. If it cannot be fixed, scrap it. Sunny lets out a breath. Thank goodness it is not just scrapped outright because it is rush hour. The insurance company takes an hour and a half to arrive. When they see the tipped scooter and the wrecked Phantom, the insurance agent asks nervously, Mr. Chen, are you sure she hit you and you did not just flip on your own? Are you blind? Can you not read the situation? Stop wasting my time. Just give me a damage estimate and make her pay. I am absolutely fuming. Serena, you never stop. She haunts me wherever I go. Once the accident is fully handled, I suddenly remember Flash waiting at home. Could you handle the scooter for me? If anything else comes up, reach out. After talking with the crew, I grab my things from the car and start walking toward the overpass. Serena watches me weave through traffic, sighs and follows behind me. I spot her and call out, stop following me. Is this your road too that you get to tell me where to walk? I ignore her and keep moving. Fortunately, once off the overpass, it is just 2 traffic lights to my new place. Not far, or this night would actually finish me off. I rented a small 1-bedroom apartment, a lucky find from a couple who was subletting. Before heading into the building, I turn around for no real reason. No sign of her. I breathe easy. What I do not know is the moment I turned away, a woman stepped out from the shadows. Serena stands below, counting the seconds, watching for a light to turn on. Floor 8 lights up. She smiles to herself. So, it is the 8th floor. Jordan, you will never escape me. The door lock clicks open. I hear a small heartbroken whimper and immediately scoop her up. Flash, Daddy is home. Blame your mom. Wait, no. That awful woman is the one to blame. That is why I am so late. Flash is a corgi. The one Serena and I raced together when we were dating. When we broke up, I snuck her away while Serena was not looking. After a shower, I decide to take Flash downstairs for a walk and grab some dinner while I am at it. Maybe from being cooped up too long. Flash bolts the second we hit the ground floor. Flash, slow down. I cannot even keep up with this little creature. Where does she get this energy? Am I walking her or is she walking me? When we reach the complex entrance, Serena is just getting into Sunny's car. Through the rear view mirror, she catches a familiar figure. Stop the car. The car stops. The image of me jogging along, being dragged by a dog lands squarely in Serena's view. She lets out an incredulous laugh. So, someone not only stole my heart, he also stole my dog. The night we broke up, I was completely wasted at a bar. When I got home, I found the apartment door not fully shut. Flash was gone. I assumed she had wandered off on her own. I offered a reward, but never found her. Turns out there was a dog thief all along. Flash, little Flash, would you please stop? I am going to die out here. I am actually a little hungry. And I spot a noodle shop across the street, so I get a firm grip on Flash and head over. Serena watches as the pair of us disappear into the shop. Only then does she tell Sunny to drive. Flash seems to sense something. She keeps looking back and barking. I follow her gaze toward the door. Just a black car passing by. Flash, stop it. No barking. After dinner, I get a message from the insurance company. Serena has indicated she will settle things privately and passed along her number. Also, per the insurance policy, the company has paid out $5,500 in vehicle compensation. I settle Flash into her bed beside mine and crouch beside her, whispering, Flash. I saw her again today. She has not changed at all. Still just as infuriating. As I keep talking, I sink down to the floor and stroke her head. Flash, what do I do? I have been trying so hard not to think about her. Why did she have to show up again? She should be married by now. Flash picks up on my mood and nuzzles my hand. Flash, you want your real mom or a stepdad? Pick a stepdad and I will send you right back to your real mom. Flash lets out a soft whine. I pat her head, tuck her back into her bed, and climb into mine. I open my phone and switch to my other account. There is one person in the block list. The same contact is in the workgroup chat. She never changed her number. Has she been waiting for me all this time? Before I even realize what I am doing, I unblock her. Meanwhile, Serena, fresh out of the shower, sits on the sofa in her robe. Phone in one hand, wine glass in the other. Not over him? Then why track down his address? Getting ready to sneak out at midnight to steal the dog back or to get revenge over a breakup? Really? Then Serena suddenly asks, when did his mother pass? About 6 months after you two broke up. Serena opens her messaging app and her finger instinctively taps the pinned contact at the top. The last message in the chat is from 4 years ago, the day Flash went missing. Jordan, you left me. Why did you take Flash, too? She scrolls up. Hundreds of messages. None ever sent. Her finger hovers over the screen and taps a few times. To her surprise, it goes through. Serena sets down her wineglass, tries to unsend the message, but it is too late. So, she tries sending a friend request through the workgroup chat. Waits a few minutes. Still no response. Fine, Jordan. You have some nerve. The next morning, before the alarm even goes off, Flash licks me awake. Okay, Flash. I pull her into my arms, give her head a rub, and reach for my phone. There are messages I have not replied to. I tap to open them. And just as I am about to look, the phone slips from my hand and lands right on Flash's head. She yelps in pain. I grab her and give her a quick kiss, then pick the phone back up and keep reading. I see that the person I unblocked last night has sent a few words. You stole my dog. I immediately grab Flash's snout and put on my most serious face. Flash, did you secretly tip her off that you were here? Talk. Has Daddy not been good to you? Flash looks completely innocent with her snout squeezed shut. She is clearly the victim here. I do not reply to Serena's message. I think about blocking her again, but that feels like a dead giveaway. Never mind. I switch back to my main account. There is a new friend request waiting. My instinct is to decline, but then she is my direct boss now. Ignoring it would not look great. Whatever. I will pretend I did not see it. What sane boss sends a friend request to an employee at midnight anyway? After washing up, I remember my scooter was wrecked by a certain billionaire, so I have to ride share to work. Rush hour. I wait over 10 minutes just to get a car. I make it to the lobby just in time and the elevator is already closing. Hold on. Jordan should have checked the calendar before walking out. Serena is standing in the elevator with the finance director. I freeze for a few seconds, no good options, then grit my teeth and step in anyway. The awkwardness is nothing compared to losing my perfect attendance bonus. Good morning, Miss Serena. Good morning, Director Jang. Jordan, rare for you to cut it this close. Because of the message I saw this morning, I cannot bring myself to look at the woman beside me. Does she already know I stole Flash or did she send that to the wrong person? I genuinely do not know. Came by ride share, so I was a bit late. Ride share, what happened to your scooter? Got rear-ended and flipped. What? Who did that? Terrible driver. I give a polite smile and say nothing more, but in my head, it is literally the person standing right next to you. Not going to lie, though. Her driving really is terrible. The elevator stops at the 16th floor. The finance director gives us both a wave and steps out. Now it is just me and Serena. The silence turns awkward fast. I stare at the climbing floor numbers all the way to 30. The moment the doors open, I am out of there. I power walk straight to the stairwell. The two people at the secretary's desk do not even get a chance to say hello before I blow past them. Was that Jordan just now? Just then, Jay is about to reply when he spots Miss Serena. He sets down his coffee and stands. Miss Serena, good morning. Frank, always a step behind, goes to say hello, but Serena has already stepped into the connecting elevator. Frank turns back, still curious. So Jordan just now running like that all because he shared an elevator with Miss Serena. And why was he even late? He is always the first one in. 1 second before the elevator stops, I slip into my office. Serena can still see the glass door of the assistant's office rattle as it swings shut. A small smile tugs at the corner of her lips. Coward. Then she thinks, Jordan, after all this time, you have only gotten more timid. We just shared an elevator and you bolted like that. Do I really look that terrifying? Meanwhile, I grab my laptop and head to the door of the office next to mine. I raise my hand, debating whether to knock, and the door swings open. My hand nearly hits Serena in the face. She looks at me with an amused expression. Miss Serena, the meeting is starting. What? Jordan, do you have something against me? I ignore her teasing and simply hold out my hand. Serena watches the gesture and laughs softly. What? Money or a car? Car keys? Give them to me later. I roll my eyes and walk away. She watches my back and thinks, Jordan, you are the worst ex, completely unqualified for the role. A proper ex should be dead to me. So, what does it mean that you keep showing up? Are you here to test me? In the conference room, I act as the meeting's executive assistant. As much as I hate to admit it, Serena in full work mode has a pull that is genuinely hard to resist. Jordan. Jordan. By the time I snap out of it, people are already filing out of the conference room. Jay and Frank are packing up their laptops and folders, shooting me a good luck, you are on your own look. I close my laptop and start to stand when a hand lands on my shoulder. A 2-hour meeting, and Jordan spent an hour and a half staring at me. What exactly are you plotting? I avoid her gaze and fire back. Stop making things up. How do you even know I was looking at you? Maybe Miss Serena is the one with feelings. Serena lets out a short laugh and shifts the subject. Jordan, did you receive the message I sent you last night? No. Serena smiles lightly. That was fast. Guilty conscience, Jordan. And what about stealing my dog? How does that get settled? I am caught. I clear my throat. Miss Serena, you need evidence before making accusations. We are not that close, so why would I be the one who took your dog? Serena sees I am not budging. Her smile deepens. She just keeps stepping closer. Every step she takes forward, I take one back. One step at a time until I back into the conference table with nowhere left to go. What exactly are you trying to do? I do have a missing dog, but I do not think I ever said you were the one who took her. Also, not that close. Then who knows my favorite things better than anyone? Jordan should know better than anyone. You call that not close? Miss Serena, what are your favorite things? That is something a partner would know. I only know what my girlfriend likes. If there is nothing else, please step aside. I have work to do. Jordan, say that again. Whose girlfriend? Miss Serena, you are young but clearly losing your hearing. I know the internal medicine chief at Jank Hospital. I can get you an appointment. Get out. So, I get out. She lets out a cold scoff and heads back to the executive office. Inside, Haley is half melted into the sofa playing a game. Finally, what took you so long? What is there to be scared of? I cannot deal with this. Absolutely unhinged, all of them. Haley rage quits the game and tosses her phone onto the sofa. She looks up just as Serena walks in face blank and shuts the door harder than necessary. As she walks over, she glances at Haley's legs propped up on the coffee table and says flatly, "Get your feet off my table." Haley reads the room and immediately gets nosy. Did your little Jordan get under your skin? If you do not have anything useful to say, zip it. He means nothing to me. Haley cracks up at Serena's response. How did you know I was talking about him? Just admit it, Serena. You still love him. Even 4 years later, you still cannot let go. What? I still love him? What kind of dream world are you living in, Haley? I think you have lost it. Haley does not even flinch, just sinks deeper into the sofa and grins. Want me to remind you? Not only do you have no boyfriend, you lost your dog, too. Truly pitiable, the great Miss Serena. Serena's hand stills around her pen. Then she pulls out her phone and taps a few times. I found the dog thief. Haley, no way. Flash has been gone 4 years and you actually tracked her down. Did you find the dog or the thief? Serena says it one word at a time. Both. She picks up the desk phone and dials. Meanwhile, in the next office, I am organizing the schedule when the intercom buzzes. Jordan, make 2 cups of coffee and bring them over. Me. Is making coffee even part of my job? Is that not what Frank is here for? Why is she calling me? Serena hears my response and pauses. If not you, then me. Stop stalling. Go. Yes, Miss Serena. I reply quickly. Hearing Serena's tone through the phone, Haley nearly chokes on her lollipop. She gives Serena a thumbs up. Respect. Miss Serena talking to your ex like that. I am his boss. Why would I not use that tone? Speaking of which, why are you still here? Why have you not left yet? Haley blinks. 2 cups of coffee, right? I have been here this whole time. Do I not deserve a cup before I go? Is this how the great Miss Serena treats her guests? I just happen to want 2 cups. I love coffee. So what? Sure. I will be there when the day comes that Miss Serena eats her words. Please, that day will never come. A knock at the door. I walk in carrying 2 cups of coffee. The moment I see Haley, I feel a flicker of surprise and awkwardness. She spots me first and waves. Jordan, long time no see. Hi, Haley. Haley grins mischievously and leans forward. Free after work. Come grab a coffee with me. I smile politely. Of course, Haley, let's make plans after hours. The woman at the desk watches our exchange, and her expression drops instantly. Jordan, do I need to remind you that you are still on the clock? I hear Serena's cool voice cut through, laced with just a hint of displeasure. I give a quiet laugh, still exactly the same as before. She never could stand me getting close to anyone else. The moment I do, she gets upset. Miss Serena, your coffee. Just as I turn to leave, the woman lets out a cold scoff. Did I say you could go? Haley watches the whole scene and grins. I will let myself out. Would not want to interrupt the reunion. Once the office door clicks shut, Serena takes her time looking up at me. Jordan, what is the core responsibility of an assistant? Why? To support the boss in every capacity. Serena nods and does not push further. She lifts the cup and takes a sip, then nearly gags from the sweetness, almost losing her composure right there. You did that on purpose. I keep my polite smile firmly in place. Miss Serena, you said make coffee. You did not specify what kind. I normally drink instant. In reality, one of the two cups is not instant at all. I know her habits. I deliberately placed the sweet one on her side. Fooling her is fine by me. Fooling clients I would never do. Serena files this away. From now on, even if the sky were falling, she would never take Jordan's word for anything. Once the banter settles, I shift into work mode and walk through today's schedule. Serena listens, hums an acknowledgement, then pulls a set of car keys from her pocket and sets them on the desk. No compensation for your scooter needed. Miss Serena, I could not even afford one wheel of your car. The insurance already covered the damage. Are you trying to throw money at me? Do not be ridiculous. Like mother, like daughter. I wrecked your ride. Replacing it is only right. You can also choose cash instead. Serena shifts gears. By the way, why have you not added me as a contact? What if I need to reach you outside of work? The group chat works fine. The moment I say it, she says quietly. So, are you going to accept my request now or should I tag you in the group chat? I immediately pull out my phone and accept it right in front of her. Done, Miss Serena. Serena nods satisfied. Good. Get back to work. Of course, Miss Serena. Then she seems to think of something and calls out, Jordan. I have barely taken 2 steps. What now? Can she not just say everything at once? I turn back with my professional smile. Anything else, Miss Serena? Is that your only number? My chest tightens. I nod. Yes. Only then does Serena wave me off impatiently. She is afraid that if Jordan lingers any longer, she might actually want to hit him. 4 years. Why should I be the only one hurting? I refuse. Jordan, are you ready? Now that you have walked back into my world, do not even think about running. After I leave the executive office, I press a hand to my chest like I just survived something. Something about Serena today feels different from every other time I have known her. Then it hits me. The new apartment still has no security camera. I order 2 cameras online immediately. At lunch, I scan the employee cafeteria. No sign of Serena. Then again, she is the boss. Why would she eat here? Frank chimes in. Miss Serena is genuinely great. The last boss was always nitpicking. Miss Serena just says what she means. What did the last boss even say again? I already told you everything. What do we even need a secretary for? Mid-conversation, Jay brings up this morning. Jordan, what was that about? Running like something was chasing you. Do not ask. Last night, my scooter got flipped. Were you hurt? I shake my head and fill them in on last night. Jay and Frank exchange a look. There's definitely more to this story. Their eyes light up. They start drilling me. Jordan, come clean. Did you and Miss Serena know each other before? Because why else would she flip your scooter for no reason? I reply through gritted teeth. Because she is out of her mind. Jay and Frank's eyes go wide. They glance around nervously. Jay sets down his chopsticks. Bro, you will say anything. We are in the cafeteria. What if Miss Serena hears you? Do you have a death wish? Then Frank, who has been quiet this whole time, pipes up. Wait, you two are not exes, are you? I nod. No way. She is the ex you broke up with 4 years ago. I glare at them both and lower my voice. Is this something to be proud of? Then Frank asks curiously. Did Miss Serena pay for your scooter? She did. A BMW. Why would you say no? If I had a rich and beautiful ex even after the breakup, I would still be hanging out with her. I add under my breath. But I think she knows I stole her dog. Jay and Frank both press their fists together in a solemn salute. Brother, take care. Whatever happens, that dog theft cannot get out. Knowing what she is capable of, she might actually file a report. During the afternoon break, I cannot fall asleep slumped over my desk. Probably because Serena is right next door. I am afraid that if I do, I will dream about her again, just like yesterday. What is wrong with me? Before the end of the day, I get a message from Serena. Come to my office. I have just shut down my laptop. I pick up my phone, swipe open the message, and mimic her tone with a straight face. Come to my office. I let out a scornful scoff and head next door to the executive office. Come in. I stand at the door, take a slow breath, and push it open. Miss Serena, you wanted to see me? Serena sits at her desk, eyes fixed on the screen. She points at the couch. I spot a few gift bags sitting there. There's no way I'm going to sit and wait like a guest. Not with how much Serena despises me. Honestly, I'd be lucky if she didn't make me kneel. Hold on. A 5-minute break. She sees me standing there frozen. She mutes the meeting and turns to me. There are clothes on the couch. Pick one and change. Me? Change? Who else? Hurry up. Do not waste time. I try to push back. Miss Serena, I think what I'm wearing is perfectly fine. No need to change. Serena lets out a cold laugh. So, you are planning to show up to a client meeting in that cheap suit? Cheap? Seriously? This is literally the most expensive outfit I own. Is she out of her mind? I fire back. With all due respect, Miss Serena, I think your taste is the problem here. A formal suit is the most appropriate choice for a client meeting. She sees I'm still not budging. She lets out a small laugh. She looks up with that dangerous glint in her eyes. The meeting wraps up in 5 minutes. Take your time deciding, but if you still haven't picked something in 5 minutes, I'll choose for you one outfit at a time. I take 2 steps back and shoot her a look. I mutter under my breath. She's absolutely unhinged, and I know exactly where to change. Serena helpfully adds, there's a bathroom inside. You can change in there. I refuse flat out. Serena nods. The moment she starts to stand up, I grab the bag and bolt straight for the break room. Inside the break room, I instinctively lock the door behind me. I take a breath and let myself calm down before actually looking around. The break room is nearly as big as my apartment. And of course, it's decorated exactly to Serena's taste. That showroom aesthetic of hers, unchanged after all these years. I go through the bag. I look through every suit inside and finally settle on the most understated one, a plain navy blue. I'm just about to button up and head out when my hand jerks. I fumble with the shirt buttons and end up exposing half my collarbone. I curse under my breath. Would you stop rushing me? You're going to give me a heart attack. Serena's voice comes through the door. Open up. I need to change, too. I snap back. I'm changing. I'll be done in a second. Just wait. I can't wait. We're running out of time. When I finally open the door, Serena looks me up and down, taking in the navy suit. Her expression gives away nothing. But in her head, she wonders if it is the wrong size. Why is he covering himself like that? Miss Serena, I'll head out first. Stop. I hear her voice, but I don't move. Then Serena steps toward me, impatient. I freeze. Miss Serena, you may be my boss, but you cannot just touch me. I feel her fingers reach my buttons. Serena gives me the look reserved for people who are being spectacularly stupid. And then in one smooth motion, she undoes the button near my collarbone and rebuttons it correctly. There. I am still standing there in a daze. She just came to fix my button. That's it. Serena watches my face. She lets out a soft laugh. Jordan, are you going to stand there and watch your boss change? That snaps me out of it. I grab my old clothes and bolt out of there. Serena pulls a blue evening gown from the wardrobe and changes. And then a memory surfaces. The image of herself tying Jordan's tie. He looked so good back then, but now Jordan is even more handsome. Serena gives a bitter smile. Stop dreaming, Serena. You're the one he walked away from. She looks down to smooth out her skirt and spots something glinting on the floor. A ring. It looks like it belongs to Jordan. Serena picks it up without thinking and slips it into her bag. Back in my own office, I suddenly feel like something's missing from my pinky finger. No, my ring. Where did it go? It was there when I left this morning. Where could it have gone? When Serena walks over, she finds me crouched on the floor searching for something. She presses her lips together. What are you doing? I'm looking for something, Miss Serena. I lost my ring. Would it be all right if I checked your break room? Go ahead, look for it yourself. Serena watches me walk away, fuming inside. It's just a ring. Why does it feel like it matters more to him than I do? She is actually getting jealous. Out of habit, she tidies up my things and picks up my keys, then walks out of the office. Only then does she realize what she just did. Serena, what is wrong with you? Are you addicted to taking care of him? After all these years apart, how does it still come so naturally? Habits, they are terrifying. When Serena gets back to the office, she finds me with my head down, muttering to myself, how can it be gone? It was right here this morning. I look up and see her come in. She's still holding my keys. Miss Serena, when did you get back? I reach out and take the keys. Thank you. By any chance, did you notice a platinum ring when you were changing? Serena looks at me with a puzzled expression. I didn't see one. Was it expensive? I shake my head. Not really. It's just that the person who gave it to me is important. Who gave it to you? How important? Someone you do not know, but to me, very important. A flicker of sadness crosses Serena's eyes. She stares at me with something unspoken in her gaze. Then I remember the dinner tonight. Miss Serena, the dinner is about to start. We should head out. She moves toward the door. I follow behind her, thinking, who's actually driving tonight? Am I supposed to drive Serena's car or what? The elevator opens to the underground garage. Right near the elevator, a black Mercedes van is parked. The driver spots us and opens the rear door. Serena steps in without a word. I stand there, my brain running in circles. Where am I supposed to sit? Technically, I should be in the back with my boss. Better for work communication, but sitting that close to Serena is not ideal. This is so complicated. Serena stares at me standing there frozen. Why are you just standing there? What do you need? A personal invitation? That does it. I yank open the front passenger door and drop into the seat. I greet the driver with a polite smile. Hi there, I'm Miss Serena's new assistant, Jordan. The driver instinctively glances back at Serena, unsure whether to respond. Serena feels the look. Eyes on the road. Is there something you need from me? Did you need something? Getting no reaction from Serena, the driver turns to me with a warm smile. Hi, Jordan. I'm Miss Serena's driver. My name is Sunny. Just call me Sunny. I blink. You're Miss Serena's driver? What happened to the guy yesterday? Serena watches us getting comfortable with each other and lets out a quiet sound of displeasure. So Jordan can hold a real conversation after all. He barely says 2 words to me, but with a complete stranger, he's perfectly chatty. At this rate, I might as well drive so these two can chat in the back. Oh, him. That was my uncle. He's taking care of Miss Serena's car right now, so he couldn't make it today. I'm covering for him. We're going back and forth happily when the woman in the back seat lets out a quiet sigh. Are we leaving or not? I can drive if you two want to keep chatting in the back. Sunny quickly hits the button to close the door. Sorry, Miss Serena. Miss Serena, please buckle up. We're heading out. The car pulls away. Sunny and I go quiet. My mind drifts back to the ring and where it could have possibly gone. I open the group chat and message the other assistants. Neither of them has seen it. My heart sinks a little. And at that exact moment, from Serena's angle in the backseat, she can see my phone screen clearly. She gives a small cough. Jordan, is it normal for you to be on your phone when accompanying your boss to a client meeting? I pause. I put the phone away. Sorry, Miss Serena. I was just replying to one message. After that, I do not touch my phone for the rest of the ride. Eventually, the car arrives at the restaurant. Sunny asks, Miss Serena, should Jordan go in with you? I glance at Sunny a little surprised. Serena shakes her head. That will not be necessary, Sunny. Go grab something to eat. Come back in 2 hours. After I get out, I casually exchange numbers with Sunny. Serena catches the move. She stares at me, clearly not pleased. Jordan, I am genuinely getting annoyed. When I tried to add you, you never responded, but with someone else, you were suddenly all smiles and eager. That stings, so Serena does not wait for me and heads straight inside. In the private dining room, 6 representatives from the partner company are already seated. 2 of them have brought their partners along. Serena scans the room. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. The group waves it off with smiles. Not at all. We arrived early. You are right on time. Come, come. Pour Miss Serena a drink. The man beside her starts to rise, but Serena holds up a hand. No need, Mr. Liu. I have someone with me. I pick up on it instantly. I reach for the wine and pour half a glass each for Serena and myself. If even the boss cannot escape the social drinking, there is no chance for me, her workhorse assistant. On top of that, the ring is still missing. I am not exactly in a great mood, and all I want is a moment of fresh air. I lean close to Serena and murmur quietly, Miss Serena, I'll be right back. Serena gives a soft hum of acknowledgement. I grab my phone, and I have barely turned to leave when a sleazy voice cuts through the room. Hey, what's a pretty thing like you doing here alone? Come have a drink with me. Maybe if I'm in a good mood, I'll sign the deal. The moment those words land, the entire room goes dead silent. I spin around immediately. A heavy-set middle-aged man is leering at Serena. This is his first time at a dinner like this. He has no idea that the woman standing in front of him is the legendary Serena Shu herself. He mistakes her for some executive's assistant and runs his mouth without a care. Serena sets down her glass. She says nothing. She simply looks at him with a kind of cold absolute calm that freezes the air in the room. The man feels something shift. He cannot hold her gaze. Just as Serena parts her lips to speak, my voice cuts in. Miss Serena, could I have a word with you outside? Every word is calm and deliberate. Serena turns to look at me, surprised. Something flickers in her eyes, almost like a smile. She glances at me, then stands and addresses the room. Please excuse me for a moment. She gives the middle-aged man one last look, just one, as she walks out. And that man, his face has gone completely white, cold sweat beading on his forehead as he sinks into his chair. It is over. It is completely over. He just offended the most powerful woman in the room. The moment we are outside, Serena's chest rises and falls sharply. She has been holding it in. I can see her fingers trembling slightly from the anger. Without thinking, I reach over and pat her on the back just to steady her. She does not pull away. A long silence. Then with a voice that is slightly rough around the edges, she asks, Jordan, do you have any candy? I nod. I reach into my pocket and pull some out. Miss Serena, what kind? I only have mint candy. Fair warning, it is not exactly a sweet treat. Stop talking and just give it to me. She peels off the wrapper fast and pops it in. The sharp, cool burst hits her all at once. She closes her eyes and takes a slow breath. Gradually, the Ice Queen composure returns. If this deal was not so important to Jordan, if she did not need to leave a good impression on these partners, she would have already made sure that man never worked in this industry again. Serena, what are you doing here? A familiar warm voice rings out. A man steps towards Serena. She looks at him. Client dinner, are you here alone? I am here with Godmother. Serena, do you not want to go say hi to her? Serena waves it off. I will pass. I do not want to make things awkward for anyone. She steps around him and moves to walk away. Then he calls out after her. Serena, you have not been home in a long time. Do you not miss it? I watch from the side, curious. Is this the same man I once saw with Serena looking at wedding dresses in a mall 4 years ago? He looks familiar. I quietly take a step back. Serena's voice is flat. And do what? When I get there, that house does not welcome me. Serena, it has been 4 years. Godmother was wrong. Yes, but Shane, who do you think you are? Who gave you the right to tell me what to do? She does not wait for Shane to respond. She walks away. I quickly step back a few more paces, not wanting to get caught in the crossfire. What is going on between these two? And why does Serena refuse to go home? It does not make sense. I catch myself thinking, I should not be standing here. I head back toward the private room. But when I reach the doorway, one look inside and I feel a wave of exhaustion wash over me. I lean back against the wall and let my mind drift back to when Serena and I were together. The way her dimples showed when she laughed, the way she would pout. It was the most adorable thing I had ever seen. I think of how she looked on the day we broke up. Red-eyed, holding back tears. And then the Serena I know now. Composed, distant, untouchable, every version of her. I remember them all and I cannot let go of any of them. Why are you standing out here? It got a little awkward in there. Serena glances inside then turns to me. I will grab your jacket. You go settle the bill, meet me in the lobby. She takes my jacket and disappears, citing an urgent meeting. After I pay, I find a quiet corner to wait. And that is when a group of over a dozen people files out. The woman in the center is Serena's mother, and the man at her side, Serena's so-called fiancé. Lucky for me, I am tucked into a blind spot. No one is going to notice me here. Then Serena walks out holding my jacket and walks straight into her mother. Serena. Serena's steps falter. Mom. Oh, so you do remember I am your mother. You have been back in the country and not once have you come home. Are you done throwing your tantrum yet? Tantrum? So that is all it has been to you? Just me throwing a fit? I shouldn't be surprised. You've always done exactly as you pleased. I am your mother, Serena. How dare you speak to me like that? If you weren't my mother, do you really think staying away would be the worst of it? Without another word, she brushes past both of them. Mrs. Shu spots the man's jacket in Serena's hand. Serena, don't you walk away from me. Which man are you running around with now? And Shane is standing right there. Couldn't even be bothered to say hello. You have absolutely no manners. It's none of your business. Serena walks out of the restaurant without looking back. Shane steps toward Mrs. Shu. Godmother, you know how Serena is. Please don't let her upset you. Shane, her loss is her own. Either way, you're still going to be part of this family. Only after they're all gone do I slip out of my corner and head toward the exit. I keep turning over what I just heard. Why is Serena doing this? Is she unhappy with the match her family arranged? But if she's unhappy, why go through with it at all? Her mother just said that Shane is already considered part of the Shu family. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. When my phone rings, I recognize the number immediately. I answer, what are you doing now? Where are you? I'm on my way. In the parking garage, Serena is leaning against the car, my jacket in her hand. Her head is down, her expression unreadable. She hears me coming and looks up. Where did you go? I told you to wait in the lobby. I scramble for something to say. I took a call in the corner near the entrance. She nods, gets in the car, sees I haven't moved, gives me a look. Are you getting in or not? Do you want to go home tonight or not? I get in. The car pulls out of the hotel and onto the road. Sonny asks, Miss Serena, back to the office or should I drop Jordan off first? Drop him off first. Jordan, where do you live? Serena catches that. Her brow tightens. Sonny, what did you just call him? Is something wrong, Miss Serena? Are you two too close? Sonny shifts uncomfortably under the question. I live near the office, Greenview residence. Do you know the way? I do. For the rest of the drive, Serena sits with her eyes closed and says nothing. I'm still turning over the question of where my ring could have possibly fallen. The office is huge. If it didn't land somewhere in the building, it's probably gone for good. Jordan, we're here. The car stops in front of the complex. I step out and turn back, thanks, Sonny. Miss Serena, I'll see you tomorrow. Serena watches my figure disappear through the half-open window, then says quietly, drive. Once the car is moving, she adds. Sonny, find out if there are any available units in Building 16, Floor 8 of this complex. Rent or buy, either works. Get it sorted within 2 weeks. Miss Serena, you want to live here? It's close to the office. Is that a problem? No, no problem. It's just, why specifically Building 16 Floor 8? Can't it be a different floor? Ever since you came back, you've been so indecisive about everything. I said go, so go. Fine, fine. Back in the empty villa, Serena sinks onto the couch and reaches into her bag. She pulls out the ring. She holds it up and turns it in the light. It's just a ring, not even worth anything. The fact that someone would even give this as a gift. She drops it in the trash. I don't even want to look at it. But if Jordan never saw it in there, he'd never forgive her. Serena heads upstairs to shower. She comes back down and pours herself a glass of water. She stares at the trash can for a long moment, then reaches in and takes the ring back out. Meanwhile, the moment I get home and open the door, Flash comes bounding straight at me, spinning in circles, tail going wild like he's been waiting all night just to tell me how unfair life has been. I hang my jacket up by the door, then crouch down and scoop Flash into my arms. Sorry, I'm late. I checked the food and water I left out this morning. Flash has eaten. I feel a little better. I carry him to the couch. I don't turn on the lights. The only light is a small motion sensor lamp I installed specifically so Flash wouldn't be scared when I came home late. I run my hand through his fur. Something in my chest tightens and refuses to let go. I whisper to him, Flash, what am I going to do? I lost the ring my mom gave me. I couldn't hold on to Serena and now I can't even hold on to something as simple as a ring. I'm useless. Flash feels the weight in my voice and licks my hand. I'm in a low place. All I can do is keep stroking his fur. Flash, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know how I would have gotten through these 4 years without you. I wake up early the next morning and take Flash downstairs for a walk. On the way back, I stop at the corner convenience store. Excuse me. 1 can of lemon soda, please. I'm about to pay when I pause for a second and add, actually, 1 mint candy, too. Thank you. I appreciate it. I step outside and tuck the drink into my pocket. Flash's leash loops around my wrist and then a memory surfaces. Back when Serena and I were together, she'd always get curious whenever she saw me drinking something. Every single time she'd take a sip and wrinkle her nose and mutter, "That's awful. Absolutely awful." And every single time I'd look at her and I couldn't help it. I wanted to kiss her. Jordan, you're terrible. The memory fades. I let out a long breath. It's all just memories now. None of it is coming back. Back home, I unclip the leash from Flash's collar. I sit cross-legged on the floor and turn on the TV. One of my favorite shows is on, but today my mind is somewhere else entirely. I stroke Flash's head and mutter, "Flash, maybe one day I'll find you a new mom." Flash barks at me twice like he understood every word. So, you're against it, too, huh? Fine. Me neither. Guess it's just the two of us against the world. Today is Saturday. No work. I wake up early and start tidying the place. Then I drop a location pin in the group chat, inviting Jay and the others over for hot pot. Call it a belated housewarming. Might as well fill this place with some life. Flash, be good. Stay home and hold down the fort. Dad's going to pick up groceries. There's a market right near the complex. I walk over grumbling the whole way. Serena has got to be out of her mind, who just drives into someone's car for no reason. Now I'm hoofing it everywhere. This is such a hassle. Whatever. Maybe it's time to just buy another car. I make it back home, both hands full of bags, still muttering complaints. When I look up and see a woman standing at my door. She looks to be in her early 30s. There's a box by her feet. I blink. Vivian, what is she doing here? Viv, this is a surprise. What brings you by? Vivian takes some of the bags from my hands without being asked. I just got back from my hometown a couple days ago. Your aunt sent some things for you. I had today free, so here I am. I unlock the door with my fingerprint. Come in. There are disposable slippers in the shoe cabinet. Vivian brings the box inside and opens the cabinet. She spots a pair of women's slippers and tilts her head. There are women's slippers in here already. Can I just wear these? Don't touch those or Flash will bite you. Sure enough, Flash hears the commotion and comes shooting out of the bedroom. Jordan, control your dog. How long have you had this thing? And it's still barking at me. I've told him so many times. I'm your cousin, not your girlfriend. From the kitchen, I hear her ranting and laugh to myself. Flash, come here. Don't go biting people. Be good. Meanwhile, Vivian thinks to herself, I'm a personal trainer for crying out loud. And I'm scared of one little dog. It's embarrassing, but honestly, can you blame me? 3 years ago at Jordan's dad's funeral, all I did was give my cousin a hug, and that ridiculous dog bit me. I had to go get a tetanus shot. Absolute chaos. So, when exactly is Flash going to figure out that I'm just Jordan's cousin, not his girlfriend? Jordan, Auntie wants to set you up on a blind date. What do you think? You go for me. I laugh. You're unbelievable. Do you have any idea what you've done to my reputation? I'm starting to think I owed you something in a past life. My friends barely talk to me anymore. Half of them think I'm into girls. And the other half just feel sorry for me. Come on, you love it. The doorbell rings. Vivian goes to answer it. Jay is standing there with 2 enormous bags of groceries, grinning. Viv, you're here, too. He kicks off his shoes like he owns the place, drops the bags, and goes straight for the dog. Flash. Jay's here. Did you miss me? Did you? Laughter fills the room. Honestly, you didn't have to bring anything. Just showing up is enough. Why did you buy all this? We can't even eat half of it. I'm mooching a free meal. I can't show up empty-handed. I give him a look. Where's Frank? How come he's not here yet? Should be soon, Jay says. Then he turns and catches Vivian putting his shoes away in the cabinet. He looks embarrassed. Viv, you didn't have to do that. It's nothing. I'm just heading to the kitchen to wash the vegetables. You two chat. Jay's gaze trails after her. I snap my fingers in front of his face. Hey, if you like her, go for it. She's single for the record. No, I can't. I'll pass. I just don't have enough confidence. I'm afraid of getting rejected. I stare at him. You have no confidence. Jay, don't make me laugh. Do you remember who's been flooding my phone with nonsense every single day? Jay suddenly finds the ceiling very interesting. Not long after, Frank arrives with his girlfriend. You can't have a housewarming without a cake. Wishing you nothing but happiness in your new place. Thank you all. Please sit down. The room fills with laughter. When it's finally time to cut the cake, Jay pulls out his phone. Come on. Group photo before we cut it. 3, 2, 1. On the other side of town, Serena has just finished a swim and picks up her phone. Haley has sent her a screenshot from social media. No way. The dog thief you mentioned isn't your beloved Jordan, is it? Great photo though. Looks like your Jordan just found Flash a new mom. Serena closes out of the chat. She pulls up my profile. Nothing there. She checks 2 other assistants' pages. Same photo. Serena makes a call. Where was that screenshot taken from? Jordan's page. The call ends abruptly. Haley huffs on her end. Fine. Just fine. Jordan, you've really got some nerve. Hiding your posts from me. Stealing my dog is one thing, but bringing my dog and posing with another woman for photos, you'd better watch yourself. Serena dials again. Back in the apartment, Vivian has finished helping me tidy up the place. She's just about to leave when she opens the door and comes face to face with an officer. She blinks. Good afternoon. Who are you looking for? Hi there. Does Jordan live here? I step forward. I'm Jordan. Is there something I can help you with? The officer shows his badge. We received a report. Someone has filed a complaint claiming you stole their dog. We'd like you to come with us to the station to provide a statement. I almost laugh. Vivian stares at me in disbelief. Jordan, you stole a dog. How did I not know about this? I thought Flash was yours. I ignore her and turn to the officer. May I ask? Does the person who filed the report have the last name Shu? I'm sorry, we're not at liberty to share that. I nod. Understood. Could I have a moment to grab my things? They nod. Then Vivian steps in. Officers, my brother has had this dog for years. You can't just accuse him of theft because someone else claims they lost a dog. Could you give us a moment? We'll follow you and I'll come along as a character witness. All right, bring the dog, too. The door closes. Vivian rounds on me. Your ex-girlfriend called the cops on you? That's my best guess. But didn't you get Flash back in college? Why is your ex saying you stole her dog? We got him together. She paid for him. Vivian follows me out, still pushing. So, after you broke up, you took the dog and she didn't even know. You literally heard her. I stole him. Vivian goes quiet for a second. Then she sighs. All right, it's fine. If she wants him, we'll give him back. Worst case, I'll get you a new one. I say nothing. I hold Flash and step into the elevator. Once we're in the car, I stare out the window. Vivian leans over, curious. Jordan, are you still in contact with your ex? I guess you could say that. Either you are or you aren't. There's no in between. What does I guess even mean? I really don't understand you because she's my direct boss now. Are you serious? She's messing with you on purpose. Honestly, I'd love to know what Serena is thinking. The car pulls up outside the station and I already see her standing at the entrance. She looks nothing like the woman I work for every day. Vivian whispers beside me. That's her, right? She's stunning, but why is she so ruthless? Yeah, that's her, Viv. You should head back. I'll handle things from here. Serena doesn't know Vivian, but she's possessive, and the last thing I need is to give her something else to be upset about. Getting Vivian out of here is the right call. No way. I'm not leaving you here alone. My parents would never let me live it down. The moment I step out of the car, Flash starts squirming in my arms like he knows something's up. I give him a look. You haven't even seen her yet. Calm down. Flash, you little traitor. In a minute, you'll be back with your mom and then you'll never see your dad again. Vivian walks in with me. The moment Serena sees us together, she lets out a cold smile and heads straight inside. Inside the station, a lawyer is already standing at Serena's side. Before anyone can say a word, Vivian's phone rings. She steps aside to answer it. When she comes back, I cut her off. Go take care of your business. I'll grab a ride home. Vivian doesn't want to leave, but she has no choice. She can't keep a client waiting. All right, call me if anything comes up. Stop fussing. Go. The way I'm acting, all brisk and dismissive with Vivian, looks very different through Serena's eyes. To her, it looks like I'm being warm and close with another woman. Jordan's letting someone else get close to him. That hurts. But right now, there's nothing she can do about it. Serena glances at the lawyer who places the documents on the table in front of me. Mr. Jordan, this is the original purchase receipt from 6 years ago, along with the registration filed before the dog went missing. I scratch the top of Flash's head, then look up. What proof do you have that the dog is yours? Dogs of this breed all look alike. Miss Serena, do you have any identifying evidence? Flash has a burn scar on the center of his right front paw. You're welcome to check, Mr. Jordan. We're going to need to examine Flash's right front paw. I set Flash on the table without a fight. You don't need to check. The dog is hers, but I didn't steal him. We were together when she bought him, and we raised him together. Taking him with me when we broke up isn't theft. Serena had no idea how I felt 4 years ago. I went back to the apartment 4 years ago. At the time, she was completely consumed by the pain of the breakup. She was drowning in grief. And when Flash disappeared, she was so focused on finding him that it never crossed her mind I'd be the one who took him. The officer considers this, then speaks, Mr. Jordan, under civil property law, since Miss Shu purchased the dog, she is the legal owner. Flash must be returned to her. I nod slowly. I don't say anything. The corner of Serena's lips curves slightly. She taps a finger on the table and says, Flash, come here. Come to Mama. And Flash, who had just been spinning circles at my feet, shoots across the room and leaps straight into Serena's arms. Little traitor. For years together, and he abandons me just like that. I stand up. Am I free to go? The officer looks to Serena. She nods to the lawyer, who steps away to handle the paperwork. I don't look at Flash once. I get up and move toward the door. Serena stands too, still holding Flash, and reaches out. Hold on. Give back what's mine. I stop. I turn around. What are you talking about? You wanted Flash. I gave him back. I never took anything else. Serena presses her lips together. The infinity bracelet and the charm on it. We made that together. Why are you keeping it? I can ship it to you. Does it have to be right now? It doesn't need to be complicated. I'll come with you to get it. She walks past me, still holding Flash. I follow behind her. Outside, I don't get in her car. I call a ride and head home separately. When I arrive at the complex, Serena is standing by the flower bed, staring at nothing. Flash circles her feet. I walk past her and into the building. Jordan, wait for the elevator. Serena catches up and steps in with me. The elevator rises. Neither of us speaks until we reach my floor, right at my door. Just as I'm about to press my fingerprint to the panel, she speaks. 4 years ago when you came back to the apartment. Were you trying to make things right between us? I pause, then I answer. You're overthinking it. I was just passing by. She steps closer. I step back inch by inch until my back hits the door. She looks me in the eye. Just passing by? Jordan, you've always been stubborn. You were just passing by. So you just happened to take the elevator up? Just happened to take Flash on your way out? Her voice cracks. When you took Flash, did you even think about how I would feel? Did you think about how much it would hurt? Well, I gave him back, didn't I? My attempt at staying calm backfires spectacularly. Serena's face flushes red, and then she stands on her tiptoes and kisses me. The warmth of her lips hits me, and I want to push her away immediately, but I can't bring myself to. A rush of old feelings surges all at once, and before I know it, my hand finds her waist, and I take control of the kiss. For years, Serena, did you really think you were the only one who's been hurting? But since you came to my place tonight, I'm not holding back any longer. Then she bites my lip. You forced yourself on me. I can't help but laugh. Would you like to think very carefully about who started this? I step back from Serena, unlock the door, and don't spare a glance behind me. The door shuts in her face. Serena stands there in the hallway for a moment, speechless, then stamps her foot. Jordan, I hate you. I am done liking you. Meanwhile, Flash is scratching at the door with his little paws. Serena reaches down and strokes his head without a word. A few moments later, the door opens again. I'm holding 2 large bags. I look at her. Everything you need is in here. Food, toys, all of it. I know you have more than enough money to replace everything, but these are what he's used to. So, you might want to let him adjust before you switch things out. And this is the suit you gave me, cleaned and folded. Also, Miss Serena, there's quite a bit in here, and it's pretty heavy. You might want to call your driver to help you carry it. I don't think you can manage it on your own. My voice catches a little. Why did I even fight to keep him? I knew Flash was happy with me. But seeing Jordan so relaxed and close with someone else twisted something inside me, and this was the only way I could think of to get his attention. But maybe I went about it all wrong. Since you have everything, you should go and don't come back here. I move to close the door. A hand stops it. Serena's eyes are red. Jordan, does it have to be like this between us? Weren't you the one who pulled away all those years ago? Serena, everything between us is finished. I've returned all your things. Now, please leave. Jordan, that's not what I meant. Just let me explain. Flash, you can keep Flash if that's what you want. Give him back. Serena, stay away from my home. I don't want to see you. Serena hears that harsh line. She reaches for the keypad, trying to punch in the old apartment code we shared. She tries one combination after another, but every single one is wrong. Something in her breaks completely, and she sinks down to the floor, pulls Flash into her arms, and the tears just stream down her face. 4 years of longing, 4 years of swallowed pain. All of it pours out now. When Serena finally composes herself, she turns and walks away. From the window, I watch until she's gone, Flash in her arms, bags in her hands. Before I finally step back into the living room, I pause. And the moment I turn away from the window, Serena stops on the sidewalk below. She turns and looks up at the window on the 8th floor. She stands there for a long time. Back inside, I open the front door and find the bag with the suit sitting right outside the threshold. I pick it up, close the door, sink onto the couch, completely drained. I pull open the drawer under the coffee table and take out a lollipop. The sweet flavor spreads through my mouth all at once. Meanwhile, Serena gets in the car, Flash tucked securely in her arms. Flash is beside himself with joy, reunited with his mom after so long. He's practically vibrating with happiness. Not the slightest clue that he just left his dad heartbroken. What are you so happy about? Your dad is heartbroken. This is all your fault. Stop celebrating. But Flash can't understand human conflict. He's just a calm, handsome dog. Why is everything my fault? Serena takes out her phone and types a message to Jordan. Jordan, I was wrong. Please don't be mad. I'll bring Flash back and leave. The message fails to send. Serena stares at the failed delivery notification. Then frustration builds fast. Setting aside the fact that she's his ex, she is still his direct boss. Jordan, you've really outdone yourself, blocking your own boss. Serena, furious, takes it out on Flash, pinching his soft cheeks. Then she opens the pinned contact labeled baby and types, Jordan, I'm sorry. Another failed message. Sunny watches through the rearview mirror. A wiggling, carefree dog and a boss on the verge of tears. He is thoroughly confused. Isn't that the dog from Jordan's social media? How did Miss Serena end up with it? Miss Serena, did you steal Jordan's dog? Be quiet. You talk too much. Sunny gets glared at for no good reason because the truth is Jordan is the one who left without a word 4 years ago. He's the one who crept back to the apartment and took the dog in secret. And he's the one who was warm and intimate with another woman at the police station. It's all infuriating. I knew it. I've always disliked you the most, Jordan. Ever since the police station, ever since I gave Flash back and you blocked me, the apartment feels cavernously empty. No dog, no chaos, no warm little creature to cling to me. I can't sleep for days. Monday comes. I walk into the executive office with the weekly schedule, my face completely blank. Miss Serena, here's this week's itinerary. If there's nothing else, I'll head back. Wait, unblock me. The group chat is enough for work. There's no need for personal contact. I turn to go and her voice catches up to me. Flash and I were together for 4 years. You really think you can just let go? I don't stop walking. But the ache in my chest is real. She bought him, yes. But every meal, every walk, every quiet night with him, that was all me. And the real reason we broke up, I was never able to say a word about it back then. Now she's taken him back by force. And she has the nerve to ask if I can let go. That question sinks deep inside me. I head out after work. Vivian is waiting for me downstairs. Flash is gone now. Let me take you out. Cheer you up a little. Don't bother. Just take me home and help me order a black Maybach. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch Serena watching us from inside a Maybach parked by the road, staring hard. 1 week passes and then it's Friday. Serena calls me into her office. I need to be at headquarters for a week. This is my address while I'm there. Come by every evening after work to walk the dog. My mouth wants to say no. But the truth is, I've been missing that little guy badly, and I keep having the same recurring dream lately about the day we broke up 4 years ago. The cruel words I said that I didn't love her were all lies. Every harsh line was forced by Mrs. Shu and Shane. They held my late parents' property over my head. They threatened Serena's career and future, and they gave me no choice but to walk away on my own 4 years ago. I had no other option back then. I agree to her request. I pull myself back to the present and say quietly, understood, Miss Serena. I'll book your flight right away. I book the flight and wait until I confirm her plane has taken off safely. Then I call a ride straight to her villa. Aunt Wang opens the door. Flash immediately bounds over and starts circling my legs happily. Aunt Wang smiles. Flash only just got back and he's been a handful every single day. But honestly, I've never seen him this happy. For 5 days straight, I leave work early to come play with him every evening. And every evening, I happen to stay through dinner. And every evening, Aunt Wang insists I eat a full meal before I go. Friday evening, Serena catches a red-eye flight back. I arrive at the villa with a box of pastries, expecting to wrap up my visit quickly. I step inside and there's Shane sitting in the living room like he owns the place. Mr. Jordan, have a seat. Let's talk. No need. I was just here to look after the dog. My job's done. I deliberately avoid Flash as he trots over toward me, not wanting to give Shane any reason to drag me into a messy conversation. Once I'm outside the villa, it suddenly hits me. Flash has a vaccine appointment tomorrow. I turn back to let someone in the house know, but I stop short. Shane is leading Flash toward the lake out back. Flash is terrified of deep water. Why is he taking him anywhere near it? I follow at a distance and I watch as Shane accidentally loses his grip and Flash plunges into the freezing April lake. The water is ice cold. There's no time to hesitate. I drop everything and jump straight into the lake. I pull Flash out, shaking and soaked to the bone. Once we're safely on shore, I turn and throw a punch at Shane. 4 years ago, you forced me to leave Serena, and now you're taking all your anger out on a defenseless dog. Shane swings back at me. I catch his wrist, but there's no time to settle this fight. Flash is in shock, trembling wide-eyed, so I rush him straight to the animal hospital. Once he's being taken care of by the vet, I realize I'm soaked through with lake water. I'm running a low fever, so I go home alone. I tear the whole apartment apart, looking for cold medicine, but find nothing. I order some medicine online for delivery. The doorbell rings soon after. I open the door. It's Serena. She reaches up and presses her warm palm to my forehead. Her fingers are warm with an edge of suppressed anger. You jump into a freezing lake to save the dog and can't even think to call building management for help. You had to play the hero and now look at you, soaked and sick with a fever. I already feel terrible about everything. I don't have the energy to fight with her. It's your dog. I saved him, and somehow I'm the one getting lectured. How does that make any sense? She ignores my complaint and walks inside anyway, then stops at the sight of the women's slippers sitting in the shoe cabinet. Something cold shifts in her expression. A girlfriend, I assume. I don't bother answering her silent question. She takes my silence as confirmation, but looking at me weak and feverish now, she can't bring herself to push the subject further. Instead, she pulls out cold medicine she brought with her, watches me take every pill until it's gone, then sits beside me on the couch and says quietly, I saw everything on the villa security cameras. I couldn't stand by and do nothing. A cold laugh escapes me. So, Miss Serena came to settle the score on behalf of your mother's chosen husband, Shane? That engagement was only my mother's idea. I never agreed to marry Shane. And the full truth about why you were forced to leave me 4 years ago, I've looked into all of it. I found every last detail. The heavy truth settles quietly between us. Then she leans in and bites my lower lip lightly. I need an easy way out of this tense moment. I pull out my phone and dial Vivian. Viv, I've got a fever. Can you come look after me? Serena hears the warm, soft tone I use for Vivian. Her expression turns ice cold in an instant. I refuse to look at her hurt face. She decides to leave, but runs into Vivian at the elevator on her way out. Vivian doesn't notice Serena standing there. She's walking with her head down, muttering to herself. He's got a fever again. I bet he's been kicking off his blanket in his sleep. Serena hears every single word, and something fragile inside her chest cracks wide open. Back at her empty villa, Serena comes home and drinks wine alone all night. Her mother calls her phone. The demand is the same as always. Marry Shane in exchange for full group inheritance rights. You manipulated Jordan to force me into a breakup 4 years ago. And now you think you can control who I marry. Don't count on it. And what Shane did to Flash at the lake, I won't let that incident go unpunished. I lie alone on the couch, unable to fall asleep. The full truth about our separation is out in the open now. What stands between us isn't just stubbornness anymore. There's an entire family's tangled history weighing us down, a domineering mother, a scheming Shane, and Flash, still kept overnight for observation at the animal hospital. Going forward, should I move closer to Serena and try to fix us, or keep the cold distance we've been holding on to all this time? I don't have a clear answer.